So, judging by the title of this video, most of you will be able to tell what this is about. I don't really know what to say. I'm I'm honestly speechless. This is just fucked up what's happened. Um, I wanted to make this video mainly just to get my thoughts and my feelings out there because I'll be honest with you, I've got work to do. This this was a really inconvenient time for something so tragic to happen, uh, and it's just fucking with me. I can't. It's there's just all this shit in my head, just going through my head because this just happened so suddenly, and I can't focus on anything. I just can't focus. I'm just completely fixated on this event. It's completely taken over my life for about the past 24 hours. So, um, yeah, this is basically just to get out, just to get all this shit off my chest, uh, to just, kind of clear my mind, just to talk about it, Um, all the details about this event aren't clear at the moment. I'll just say what I've heard, uh, and what most people generally agree upon at the moment. As more details come out, and maybe some words from his family, once we get word from maybe his family or something, I'll make another video about this, clarifying everything that I may have misspoke about or whatever. More detailed video, and yeah, I might have Cody in it because I'm sure he has a lot to say about this too. I don't even know if Cody knows about this because he doesn't really use Facebook, and that's kind of where all the information about this has come from. So Cody may not even know right now. As soon as he gets on Skype, I'll tell him, or maybe he'll see this video first, which would be a really shitty way to find out about this, but whatever. My first upload in God knows how long, and it's about this shit. So basically, as you could probably deduce from the title, Ryan James, also known as 3Pac, has apparently passed away. I mean, at this point in time, it's unclear whether or not he's alive or not, but everyone seems to be treating it as if he's dead because essentially what happened is that earlier this week during a water polo match, he something happened and he drowned, which someone on Reddit said that's an extremely rare occurrence for someone to drown during water polo. This person was a water polo player. They said they couldn't imagine the circumstances, which neither could I. I mean, that just seems like the most weird, like unimaginable thing. Like of all the ways that he would go, I wouldn't imagine it to start with the water polo. That seems like a fairly safe sport, but he apparently drowned. I don't know what may have caused it. I've read rumors that he had a problem with his heart. There was he had like maybe heart failure while he was in the pool, and that caused him to drown. But basically, whatever happened, he drowned. His teammates got him out of the water. They were able to revive him essentially, and he was taken to the hospital, and he was put on life support because he couldn't breathe on his own. So he had to have a machine help him breathe. And as of last night, the 16th of October, Friday, it was announced by Judy, I believe. I think it was Judy who said it. It was either Judy or Big Flosby. She said that 3 Pac had been declared brain dead, and that you know, he was stuck in this comatose state, and that life support was going to be taken off tomorrow, or what is now today, the 17th, Saturday. Uh, I'll read this post that was made by Judy. She, for those of you who don't know who Judy is, I guess she's most known for being in 3Pac's Rich White Man Mark Cuban music video. So she knew him very well, I assume. This is what she said on Facebook yesterday. She said, "I'm so very sad and crying right now. My friend and partner in some great music videos is in the hospital on life support right now. His name is 3Pac, aka Ryan James, aka Ryan Harriman. Apparently he drowned during water polo and was revived and taken to the hospital, but has not come to at all. He is on life support and can't function without it. I am so sad for him and know his family is going through a rough time. I didn't expect this at all. We were going to do a music video this weekend, and when I checked back, I didn't hear from him, so I checked his page and saw his brother's message. Thankfully, his photographer, best friend, which I think might be Big Flosby, called me and filled me in on the details. This is really bad news, and I'm so upset. All we can do is pray that a miracle happens for him." And, somewhere else, she said that she visited him and that he actually moved, which, is quite surprising. It makes me think that maybe this decision, I don't know whose decision it is for him to be taken off life support today, is, maybe a bit of a rash action. And someone did confirm with the water polo club for which he played. Someone messaged them on Facebook. I remember the ZHG, they messaged him and asked about the situation, and they confirmed that he was going to be taken off life support today. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks, maybe we should let him stay on for a little longer. People have pulled out before, but I also understand that, he's been declared brain dead, but I don't know. I haven't really had time to formulate any real opinions about this. Some people are claiming that this is fake, that it's a publicity stunt, or maybe I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense to me, but like I said, I haven't really had time to formulate any opinions on this. This just happened so suddenly, and it's been such an intense emotional experience for me, because 3Pac, he was the man, and I've always had so much respect for him, and I just thought he was invincible. I didn't think this would ever happen. I didn't think that we'd have to, see our beloved 3Pac go. It's just hard to accept, I guess, which is really the problem that I think a lot of us are having, that this is very hard to accept. And, I personally never met 3Pac. He lives on the other side of the country. I'm on the East Coast. But I can tell you from the online interactions I had with him that he was an amazing person. I had the honor to work with him on a track. That was Frizzy Funk, the track that Cody and I did with him. And that, I think that'll always be, one of my favorite songs that I've done. It's always going to have like a special place in my heart, because 3Pac was an idol to me. I really looked up to him. I really did. And, he was like the first artist that I collabed with that was outside of my friend circle, Like, you've got those people that and, you start up with them, and then you start reaching out. 3Pac, for my first collab to be with someone that I looked up to so highly, someone that I just basically deified as far as rap goes, it really testifies to the kind of person that he was, that he would be willing, to be that person for me, to be an idol, and to be a role model and to work with me. It's you know it's he worked with so many people too. I'm sure there were plenty of people who had the exact same story as me, and nobody knew this. I didn't tell anybody because I've been kind of absent from the rap game for a while, and I'd kind of planned to keep it that way. But one day on Facebook, not too long ago, he was offering verses for $20, and for those of you that know 3 Pac, $20 for a verse. That was a steal. Or for those, not even just 3 Pac, any rapper who offers a verse for $20, that's a steal. So I was like, you know what? It can't hurt to get another 3 Pac verse. So I hit him up, gave him the cheddar, and we were gonna do a second song together, and he was in the process of working on it. I sent him the beat, and I never got the verse from him, and I never will. And it's really sad to think about what could have been. That second song, to me it just seemed like, just another track. Of course, it was great to, think of doing another track with 3 Pac. I was so gracious for doing one. To do a second one, just seemed amazing to me. And now it's gained even more of, such a high, an esteemed position in my mind to, what could have happened, what would it have been like, how fire would it have been. And now we'll never know, and that applies to the rest of his music. We're never going to know we're never going to know how he could have progressed as an artist. We're never going to get to see, what great thing he could have done. We're never going to get to see what whack ass rapper he could diss next. We're never going to get to see another performance from him. It's just over, and it's so hard to accept. But just because 3 Pac is over, because 3 Pac's gone, doesn't mean that the ZHG has to go with him. The ZHG can still stay bonded, and I've got to commend Bing Flosby, 3 Pac's close friend and collaborator. He's been really emphasizing that on Facebook, that this doesn't have to be the end of the ZHG, and 3 Pac wouldn't want it to be. I messaged 3 Pac back and forth on Facebook. I even talked to him on the phone once. I worked on a track with him. We were going to do a second track. And all of those experiences, they're such positive experiences for me. And I think that, it's not just me that he created those experiences for. It's so many people that he touched, and he just radiated these good vibes. And I really think that, he wants us to continue that work. There's no one rapper that could take over the ZHG and fill his shoes. It would take 5 rappers to do what 3 Pac did, or even half of what he did. But collectively, as the ZHG, I think that we can come together and really continue doing what 3 Pac did for me and for so many other people. Just, to create these positive experiences that they'll remember forever. It's really just, he even followed me on Twitter. He followed a lot of his fans on Twitter, and that meant a lot. It meant a lot to me. It's a lot of of his other fans that he followed. He really cared about the ZHG. The ZHG was his movement. It was his baby. And, it's kind of like we've lost our father. It's, just hard to accept. I know I've said that a lot, but we just can't. We just can't deal with it. We, it's it's something that we never imagined would happen. It's something that nothing could have prepared us for. And if this is fake, which I really don't think it is, but I don't know. We don't have a lot of details other than the testimony of his water polo team. You could say Big Flosby and Judy and all of his other friends, they're in on this, and it's some fake scandal or something. But I don't know if you could get the water polo team to say that a student or a member of their team was on life support. I don't know how you managed to convince them to lie like that. So I really don't think it's fake. But if it is, first of all, what purpose would that even serve? If this is fake, 3 Pac can't come back. So the only case you could really make for this being fake is that 3 Pac wanted to be done with being 3 Pac. But even if Ryan James didn't die and he faked this whole thing, 3 Pac is dead. And that itself is worth crying over. Because, like I said, 3 Pac created so many positive experiences for so many people, and for him to stop doing that, there's an absence of positivity in the world. And now, if he's dead, he can help fill that void from the other side. But we have to cooperate. The ZHG has to continue his work, and I haven't done a lot of rap lately. I really haven't worked on music at all. Like I've said, I've got work to do for school. I'm very busy with school, but 3 Pac loved music, and he wanted to spread a message through music. He wanted to have a good time with his music, but he also had a message, a philosophy to spread. And that's rare for rappers nowadays. To offer something of substance and still, be genuinely, having a good time with it. So I think we're gonna need as many rappers as we can trying to live up to 3 Pac standards, and I hope and I pray that I can, do my best to continue what 3 Pac started. And I encourage you all, if you're a rapper, you need to step it up. If you're a producer, you need to step it up. If you're just a fan of the ZHG, you need to step it up. We all need to step it up. We need to step up our game. Everybody has a place in this movement. 3 Pac wouldn't turn down anyone if you didn't have any skill at all. If you had just a basic understanding of what it means to be alive, what it means to be human, you would acknowledge, the goodness of 3 Pac and the ZHG, and you would then, find a place within the ZHG. It's inclusive of everyone, and 3 Pac is one of the few entertainers that I can think of that was able to create something like that. And it's that testifies to his talent just as a person, as a social being, and his talent as a rapper. That's not even disputable. Very few people can rap on the level that 3 Pac did. So I guess that's all I have to say for now. I don't want to make this too long. It's about 20 minutes already, so hope I haven't bummed you out too much with this. And get the details for yourself, make your opinion for yourself, go on his Facebook, Ryan James, and read as much as you can. Go on Reddit, find the threads. There's information about this out there, but it's not a lot. So just stay updated, stay educated, and get to work to rep that ZHG. Peace.